Hello everyone and welcome back to World Warship and the new oncoming touch tree line. I do believe there are very few YouTubers in the whole damn world showing from tier 2 all the way to tier 10 the new Italian cruiser line, and of course I do not have all the specs. This is PTS, you can also go and check, but this for someone who probably does not have time to go to PTS. I'll show you and probably talk about average, what's the gimmick and what's the specialty, what's the armor and everything. At tier 2 we do have Bixio. It's a light cruiser close to Kuma, or it does have 120 millimeters guns, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 guns. It's a tier 2. You probably, some of you guys won't ever played this ship, or probably once, and then you go to the tier 3. Let's go to, it's a very light cruiser, 6 millimeters 6. There's nothing to talk about. All ships are very extremely squeezy at this tier. So let's go and talk about the tier 3. Taranto, I do believe. Almost same armor, guys, 6 millimeters, and it's kind of you will probably overpen a lot with big battleships guns. The plating and everything else is kind of weird, but guys, no armor whatsoever. But let's talk about the guns. 150 millimeters guns, so those are huge improve, and you have quite a few of them. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, at least 7 guns, 150 millimeters, and you have 2 holes and some torpedoes. Quite slow torpedo, but they are kind of a long range. I do believe the gimmick of the entire Italian line, they are quite good turning radius, probably one of the best turning radius in the game. However, the rudder wargaming has to balance them somehow, and it's kind of a sluggish, but they are fast. I don't know where the smoke started, probably at tier 5. This is a tier 3. She is good firepower, that's for damn sure. Armor wise, what armor? At tier 3. Let's go to tier 4, which for me it's kind of a mystery, because this, ladies and gents, this ship was so damn strong. Wargaming, they nerfed the range and the reload and everything else. How's that? This is a tier 4 cruiser bar, it's a tier 6 firepower. How's that, guys? 152 millimeters, you have 2 4 6 8. This, ladies and gents, it's literally a Duca d'Aosta at tier 4. I repeat, this thing, it's a Duca d'Aosta, but the Duca, it's a tier 6. She very much reminds me of this ship. She will have, and she had before the nerf, Wargaming had an extremely good range and pretty damn, shall I say. At this tier 4 you have those 4 laser guns with SAP 950 millimeters per second, which is absolutely hilarious, guys. This is not a Kuma, this is rail guns. I have no idea how to explain. This is almost close to broken in almost everything. The range, the flat arc, the firepower is definitely over there, and probably the range, they nerf it slightly. But the speed and everything, of course, the armor, what armor? 10 millimeters. And if you take down her, yeah. This thing does not have armor, but this is kind of a light... big battleship will overpen her for days. But then, guys, the real threat and real, shall I say, gimmicks and the specialty of the Italian cruiser line will start with tier 5, and there will be a premium tier 5 and also a regular tier 3. So the tier 5, guys, we do have Monte Cuccoli. She looks much more modern, guys, and slightly more armor, which is good for the battleship because they have easier to delete her. they do not take AP damage so good, guys. It's literally shooting at as a Kuma. No matter what angle it's the Kuma, it's toasted. You know what I mean? So yeah, just want to cruise. Okay, there you have it, guys. In my honestly opinion, this ship, it's kind of a unique. How is that she will receive this smoke, this crawling smoke or high, I don't know, it's kind of hard for me to explain, but this Italian smoke, that's the thing. Sure, it does not last a lot, but you do have this option that you can defend or disengage or attack. So even though it kind of a short duration of the smoke, it's always good to have them. Your specialty is to kite away, use your rudder, turn left and right, and believe me, guys, this is one very agile cruiser. How you survive, it's by dodging the incoming fire. You are not a brawler and you should never push. You only a cruiser. But kind of the downside with this entire Italian line, they do not have radar, hydro, or anything to support your team versus aircraft carrier or destroyer. So you're more like support huge damage towards destroyer and other light cruiser that you literally do huge amount of damage. The downside, it's another DPM line. You reload, takes ages to reload the guns, and I hope Wargaming still buffed the reload time, because it's a very meh reload. I mean, for tier 8 to tier 10 you almost have to wait without any perk and module 20 seconds to reload 152mm guns or 155. So you but at tier 5 this is literally even improved Duca d'Aosta. How's that? You have more tools and definitely the smoke. The smoke, it's the big thing. Torpedo guys, only 2 in each side. Probably they are long range. However, guys, they are extremely few and they are slow, very slow. You have the slowest torpedo in the entire game. So very interesting. And also there will be a new oncoming tier 5 Italian premium ship. I don't know if it will be probably the reward or stuff, something, so I hope so. But either way, a tier 5 cruiser, it's not cost a lot of money. At tier 6, guys, we probably have one of the best ship tier for tier. How's that? You have 203mm guns, guys. There are very few cruiser at tier 6 with 203mm. Of course, you have the Oba. Now, the specialty, once again, it's really shined. You have a smoke, but you also have one of the fastest tier 6 cruiser in this game. If I'm paying attention, quite fast and quite maneuverable. You literally have extremely good turning radius. And of course, the downside, it's kind of a big, kind of a large. And something else for the entire Italian line, there are not any AA support ship. The AA of the Italian are meh, very meh. Even worse than the Japanese counterparts, guys. However, I believe those guns will hurt like crazy versus other cruisers and the destroyers with SAP. I don't know, you can do probably a ridiculous amount of damage. So far, guys, let's say if all your SAP will hit the destroyer, will death strike. What I'm talking about, you can come close to 10,000 damage or more one freaking salvo. So this is absolutely broken versus light cruisers, right, like Royal Navy cruisers and destroyers. But you also probably do, because of the HE penetration, or they do not have, but it's a semi AP HE shell that you do quite a few damage and penetration towards battleship as well. You're never gonna put them on fire, however you will still deal damage. 8 guns for tier 6 and 2 or 3 guns. It's not a joke. You have 2 holes and 2 range. Probably also the range, it's not so damn great. So at tier 7 we have a very well known cruiser, Zara channel. No, it's Zara or Zara, something like that. Even this ship will have in 2 copy, yeah, I can say copy, 2 Zara class, 1 premium and 1 Tech 3, where you see here. Also 2 or 3 guns, and you also have 8. But this ship, it's kind of bigger, larger, probably easier to hit if you are a battleship, but probably she's a speed demon. How's that? She will have one of the fastest speed in this game without any speed boost. Remember, the Italian does not have any speed boost, guys. And yeah, she is very famous manufacturer. This ship, it's not a paper ship. This is you know, real deal, the real ship. So yeah, very interesting about her performance. Probably once again the lack in range, it's questionable, but I hope Wargaming does not give the Italian the worst range, because they do have everyone from tier 4 all the way to tier 10 laser gun, 950 millimeters per second, those SAP shells. So from tier 8, guys, you have the Amalfi, I do believe, something like that, the Italian lore. And those guns are once again 203, but the thing is, now you have 6 in the front and only 3 in the rear, so you're more like shall I say, normal cruiser. Not crazy. I can definitely see some improvement of the AA, but the problem with our AA, it's they are too damn short range. I'm not saying that the AA are garbage, but close to that, guys, close to. Now for first time you have 4 torpedo, very long range. I do believe it's 13 kilometers torp, so you can definitely spam, and they are very fast reloading, so you definitely can spam the sea left and right. The downside, I feel that this is almost as big as Amagi, extremely squishy. And if you go to armor layout, 25 millimeters, 25. Guys, I have very bad feeling about this. This is literally a nyam for a battleship. And let's go also to the Zara. Kind of forgot to mention her armor. Oh, even more light. Oh, holy cow, guys, only 60 millimeter. But it is a bad good news situation. If you, let's say, if you're a battleship and you shoot her right here, I'm talking about Zara, you'll all overpan, you'll only do overpan damage. The downside is, guys, that this ship does not like any kind of HE spammer in return. No destroyer guns, no nothing. You will pan and do maximum damage no matter what kind of destroyer you are. And I mean, come on, guys, 16 millimeters for tier 7 war game. What the hell is this? Is it a Skooma at tier 7, for crying out loud? Too bad of the armor for tier 7. Absolutely. If you compare with, I don't know, guys, let's seriously, this is tier 7. Let's compare with another tier 7 cruiser. What can we have here in cruiser wise? Charles Martel. Okay, this is the tier 8. Damn, what a big, huge difference. Okay, this is the tier 5, but let's go to the French tier 7. Touch 3. French tier 7 Algeria. Just to prove, you know, okay. Man, they are all that squishy. Damn it. Sorry, guys. They are all that squishy at tier 7. Yeah, never mind. Let's go to Touch 3, the Italian. I have to apologize. So, tier 8. It's probably as much armor as a Mogami and all other tier 8 cruisers. You also have the same firepower, 9 guns, 203 millimeters. Probably the concealment are greater. I feel that this is kind of a smaller ship, maybe more agile ship. I hope so. And for the final tier 9, which the thing is, Flamo kind of like this ship. Definitely showing her strength and weakness, guys. Now you do have more guns. You have no less than 12 203 millimeters guns. So yeah, but the reload, it's kind of a meh. The armor, it's almost close to Ibuki's armor. What armor? Over here it's 30 millimeters. Over here it's 25. So this section is 30. Kind of interesting. Very interesting. 25 here in the middle part. But come on, guys, the city, it's uprised. It's a one heck of a huge shoot and kill me cruiser. I feel that they are kind of too big, in my honest opinion. They seems big, but probably I'm wrong. From tier 5 and tier all the way to tier 8, you have this container options that you can purchase the Italian, and they might drop a mission, so you can early access to tier 5 all the way to tier 8. And for the final ship, we are going to Vinnytsia. Oh, this one I definitely know how to pronounce. This thing, probably of all Italian cruiser, has the best armor. Like over here, you cannot overmatch. Not even the damn Yamato can overmatch. It's 40 millimeters. So, guys, trust me what I'm gonna say right now. This is the most heaviest armor the entire texture line. She's a tier 10. If you have right angle, you can definitely bounce some lower caliber guns, probably not Yamato and Kreml and stuff like that. But you are one AP spammer, 203 millimeters. You have 5 turrets, 15 guns. That is crazy amount of guns, guys. And yeah, she is big. Don't get me wrong. It's like shooting Dmitry Donskoy, large, big. You kind of need to have the range. You kind of need to have the position. But the downside with the whole entire Italian texture line, they are not quite good support. Long reload of the main guns and 0 hydro, 0 AA. So it's kind of awkward to have them a specific, let's say, help to a cruiser or another battleship. Yeah, you are a support and probably are a cruiser killer, but who's not a cruiser killer? I mean, there's plenty of other cruisers and battleship in this game which are perfect cruiser killers. And yeah, or destroyer killers, you may argue. Quite scary. 15 guns, 203 millimeters. This new SAP amount, and pretty heavily armor versus all other tier 9 and below cruiser line. Guys, I will stop here. Please let me know in a comment below what do you think about the entire Italian line. Will you grind it? Do you think they are underpowered, overpowered, or any fun. I believe, guys, the playstyle is a little bit different, that you disengage and engage, because the entire Italian line are one of the fastest, and they are not just fast, but they also turn extremely good on turn, and you have this option of this new Italian smoke show, I call it, when you can disengage or attack your enemy. So it will be a little bit interesting, and yeah, kind of a unique playstyle. Thanks guys for watching, and always captains, fair seas, and goodbye.